He is going to jail. I expect Foss to open up with a video like that one day. But yeah, Luca KhunShawn's in the news. Let's go ahead, check it out.
They are afraid. That as today we check in with Nijisanji English's Luca KhunShawn. Earlier having a 70-page document released about him, detailing past and present problematic behaviors. As further in this episode, Nijisanji English's Pomu Rainpuff is back, now returning to her Made Mint account and joining VShojo's Matara Khan. As now back to Luca KhunShawn, now seen here today on April Fools as Lucy KhunShawn, having this past Friday being the subject of an extensive document that by way of Raziel Warmonic, a longtime moderator of Luca's, this document now being suppressed, as after 20 hours of publication, Google Documents had removed it, stating it was in violation of the terms of service, with many suspecting this particular document had been targeted by mass reporting. Raziel confirming, I did not take down the document. It has been reported and forced to go offline. While I wait for a review on it, here are other ways to access the document. Going on to provide a PDF version on Google Drive, alongside linking our video covering the document from Friday. Reading this document from beginning to end, and now having received 250,000 views. This video was released unmonetized on YouTube, and you can watch it in full with the link below. Raziel further sharing the file looks suspicious screenshot that she can see, saying, wow, I think this may be a first in Google Doc history. This does not dissuade me, however. Further now showing the reason given as to what was reported to Google for them to take the document down. Raziel Warmonic simply stating irony. Our previous read of this document being 52 minutes long, many over the weekend naturally asking for a summarized version, which we will now try to provide while rounding out the edges to remain.
Here's a TLDR that was in my my Discord. Boom, you can see it for yourself. Right here, TLDR, Luca got mommy issues. Don't we all? All right.
Palatable for YouTube. Again, it is highly recommended to simply watch the full version with the link below. Raziel introducing herself as a longtime friend and moderator of Luca KhunShawn, even before he was within Nijisanji English. Luca at this time going beyond boundaries, requiring more boundaries to be set up between the two. Luca also confessing to be uncomfortable with quote-unquote alternative lifestyles, this still being the case as recently as 1 year ago. Luca also being caught creating alternative Twitter accounts to dissuade others from the Nijisanji audition process while he was within the audition process himself. Further, there is the admission as to why Luca, prior to entering into Nijisanji, had been removed from the GTA 5 NoPixel 3.0 RP server, racking up a number of infractions. As next, there was the Ring Fit Adventure incident. Luca now within Nijisanji English, but carrying no rules on his channel, leading to his moderators when trying to enforce rules to be targeted themselves. The document also had provided an example of Luca directly DMing a fan, this fan then going to Twitter to show that they had been directly messaged. As further, Luca would also use a 3D avatar within VR chat against the modeler's rules, saying, I shouldn't even be using it because the company makes us one. This document also detailing the incident with the copyrighted music from HoloLive, saying Luca has a habit of asking for forgiveness later instead of asking for permission, alongside antagonizing image boards, hiding a secret message within one of his tweets for those users. The document also detailing his antagonism against fellow Luxium member Ike Eveland, frustrated by what he perceived as Ike being vocal about his dislike of Luca on various streams. Further, with the original cancellation of AR Live, Luxium had gone on strike except for Luca, calling his wave mates childish and expressing how he and Alira Pandora would discuss the other livers' behaviors during this time. Luca would deny his moderator a contract for the other work that she had provided, this including extensive tech support, claiming Luca rarely, if ever, prepared for streams, alongside detailing loads of uncredited work, including the Minecraft Disneyland, along with Raziel being caught by Pomu Rainpuff, as Luca KhunShawn had provided his official Any Color email account. One of the major pieces of uncredited artwork included included merchandise. Raziel providing the script for the Sakura Bloom 2023 voice pack, alongside the Luca Kaneshiro Birthday 2023 voice pack, and even making the handwritten message for Luca Kaneshiro. This continuing on as Raziel had also created the 1 million subscribers handwritten message, as further there were concerns with any color and...
I'm just confused why we're talking about it again. This was talked about yesterday. The video is still up. What else has happened?
Nijisanji management. Various internal documents being shared with Luca's moderator, who had no official connection with Nijisanji at that time. Raziel confirming that the Nijisanji English livers had received no PR training, as Luca had also received this message from Nijisanji management saying, to be honest, I bet everything on Ian. If Ian had not succeeded, I would have been fired, so I am extremely grateful for your daily cooperation. Luca also revealing to Raziel that NijiFest 2022 would only feature Shu, Vox, and Mista of Luxium, but not Ike and Luca, to Luca's frustration. And at the cancellation of last year's AR Live event, it was confirmed that the Nijisanji English livers were given the same reason as the public for its postponement/cancellation. Luca further detailing how in one instance where they had pushed back against management, this had allegedly caused one of the members of staff to start crying, as they were not used to this form of pushback. It also being confirmed that the matching phone case of Luca that was caught on a handcam stream was one case he owned alongside Raziel, not Renzoto, who had later claimed to have the other matching case. There are also other allegations regarding Nijisanji English's Aster Arcadia, as allegedly multiple girls were coming to Luca regarding Aster's behavior, and management with Nijisanji had refused to step in to do anything. Further, another allegation regarding Luca Kaneshiro himself and what prompted the publication of this document. Raziel being reached out to by a Nijisanji liver, stating Luca has done a lot of bad things, not just to you, so thank you for sharing your experience. A lot of people waited for you to tell the truth for a while because it had been an issue, so I'm happy you finally did. That summary only scratches the surface as to the in-depth details of this document. Once again, this document is still available on Google Drive as a PDF, or available to be viewed here on YouTube with our video from last week. That is, now we have further details regarding how Nijisanji has tried to hide this story. The Nijisanji subreddit this past weekend removing more posts than ever. And perhaps an even bigger surprise, even image boards removing posts about this story, bringing into question the moderation practices there, leading to posts like this one on r/Nijisanji, no one going to talk about Luca's situation, that post being removed, receiving replies like, we haven't been silent, the mods have just been deleting the posts when they're active. That one got deleted. Likely throw this thread into the trash can too. Alongside this reminder that all the talents are also mods on r/Nijisanji, as we have other posts such as this one. How is Luca Kaneshiro not terminated yet? Others saying about the document, censorship is going hard with this one. It involves some big money makers, so they don't want to lose that. Plus more scandals, and EN will probably require a corporate restructuring. Raziel Warmonic also providing this proof of the Discord name seen in the screenshots within the document, labeling themselves as Luca. Well, after the release of this document, other pieces of merchandise have received scrutiny, including these handwritten messages on Billy Billy and this 2-year anniversary merchandise, which includes Luca's signature within a heart. Raziel Warmonic confirming to TBS that was originally made by Nijisanji management, given to Luca, who then gave it to Raziel to trace. The signature used on multiple pieces of merchandise, and Raziel also claiming that this is not his handwriting, and that further, he does not have the abilities to even make the chibi Luca as seen underneath that handwriting. We also have the further confirmation regarding NijiFest 2022 plans, involving all of the members of Lazu Light, Obsidia, Etheria, but only 3 of the 5 members of Luxium, those being Shu Yamino, Vox Akama, and Mysterious as listed here, but excluding Luca Kaneshiro and Ike Evelyn. These two, in a twist of fate, now both opening up their pre-orders for their upcoming Nindoroids. Also still available and on Twitter is that tweet with a hidden message for the users of the image boards. The capital letters here in this tweet spelling out rent-free. And the alternate Twitter accounts that Luca had used before getting into Nijisanji but trying to dissuade others from auditioning for Nijisanji are still available. Luca making remarks such as these, time and time again. And while auditioning for Nijisanji, trying to dissuade others from auditioning, saying things like, if you have doubts, then then you were never meant to do it. Alongside, guess you guys just weren't good no matter how much you say it's entertaining. Male VTubers at the moment is just not entertaining. They're more focused on complaining and being sad about being a male VTuber. 98% don't have the personality for it. We've yet to see a dominant individual male VTuber, and I can only name a couple that will take the spot soon. Adding, I have 2 friends that got their email 2.5 weeks ago. Aside from that, they can't say anything else. If you haven't gotten anything, you didn't make it. This despite no emails being sent out at this time from Nijisanji. This all once again as Luca is a part of the...
It's honestly really sad to hear that he's just discrediting and disrespecting so many people and stopping people from pursuing a career, you know, that he himself is pursuing and thrive. Well, I don't know if he's thriving in it at the moment, but it's sad because it's like, bro, you're lucky that you got the position that you got into. Not only that, other people also would love to attempt to be in the same position, and then you know, trying to dissuade them, you know, try and say, hey, you didn't get the email yet? Oh, I guess you're not getting in, right? To try and stop people from maybe even, you know, sending in further emails like, hey, did I get the job? Or hey, you know, what you know, where is my response? Am I going to get a response? Am I going to get in? You know, it's kind of sad. I like to tell people, like, personally, like, yeah, follow your dreams and shit like that. And then to hear somebody telling someone else not to follow their dreams, it just personally rubs me the wrong way.
This Nendoroid merch push. Luca Kaneshiro also taking part in the Nijisanji EN Mario Kart Special Battle event coming up later this week. This event having been delayed by 2 months, as Luca is also in other merchandise. That being for the upcoming Nijisanji AR Live event, originally announced and canceled 14 months ago, and now featuring 4 less talents as they have either graduated or been terminated. Many noticing the gaps in the cast space on the official website. This page simply using last year's design, but taking out 1 row and another liver. But in one of the more intriguing surprises was the fact that individual pieces of artwork could be looked up on the website simply by using the suffix of 01 through 19 and giving existing members like Alira Pandora, along with graduated members like Pomu Rainpuff, Nina Kosaka, and Mr. Rias. Those 3 not expected to take part in this event whatsoever. But regarding the file number that should have Selen Tatsuki, that being 04, that file has been outright removed, providing this 404 not found page. Nijisanji once again simply reusing all of the artwork from last year, but removing the livers who will not be taking part. As very minimally taking part will be Nijisanji English's Petra Gurin. Sending out this notice, AR Live is back. If Pentomos could read the following message for me, I would really appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't find a way to fit it in the word limit, so I had to use an image. Thank you. This message reading, hello, I'm so happy to announce that AR Live is back. Thank you all so much for your patience. As you may already know, a portion of the concert had to be edited out of the final footage. Because the duration of my appearance was affected in particular by this, I felt it was important for me to personally let my viewers know. While it's unfortunate we all worked so hard for this day, and I truly hope my efforts will still show through. It would mean the world to me if you could continue to support me and everyone else in the concert. It's going to be so fun. Thank you. As also providing a similar message was Rosami Lovelock, saying, hi guys, unfortunately a portion of my appearance in the AR Live Pastel stage had to be edited out. Still lots of work was put into it, and it's such a cool first time event for us, so I hope you can all enjoy it. This is next we turn to Nijisanji English's Vanta Crowbringer, who had responded to a tweet from Bree, the Gremlin Bunny VTuber, tweeting out, did you guys know I got McDonald's 95 times in the span of 3 months? Vanta Crowbringer replying, based, to be honest. That tweet receiving backlash. This 16-year-old user replying to Vanta with, hey Vanta, assume you might have forgotten. But then once again providing this image to Vanta Crowbringer, listing a number of companies to act against, McDonald's being one of them. And
Please, Vanta, do not fall for the bait from the 14-year-old. Who gives a fuck? McDonald's is banned. We don't want to support McDonald's. Bro, you know how many people go eat at McDonald's every single day? Bro, Vanta, please tell me you did not respond. Please tell me. And oh girl, you eat 98 chicken nuggets a day, you might want to go see a doctor.
Vanta Crowbringer, once again, in the span of so many weeks, replying, I did. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate you. This receiving replies like, I know you're not forgetting on purpose, but please be mindful because it's a pretty serious topic. As then the
Bro, serious to who? Who? Bro, literally, there's a McDonald's down my street in Southeast Asia, and that bitch is always packed. Who is partaking in this? Nobody.
VTuber that Vanta was replying to would be targeted with messages like, oh, actually, before I go to bed, who the F brags about this anyways? Now illustrating that even a Nijisanji talent replying to you puts you in the crosshairs. Crosshairs that seemingly did not exist back in December, as we have Face Connect's Dizzy Dokoro tweeting out, can I please have a Starbucks? Please, please. Starbucks being yet another one of these companies being targeted. As longtime friend, Rosamy Lovelock would reply to Dizzy with, sigh, here is your order, ma'am. Leading to Dizzy to create this graphic of Rosamy being a Starbucks barista. That all while the members of Hololive Japan's Gen 3 Hollow Fantasy had recently made a trip overseas and going on to detail their experience with an overseas McDonald's.
Oh, nice.
As also on the receiving end of receiving backlash for tweets regarding McDonald's was Alban Knox, and regarding a stream.
So it's like only the Niji stands. They're the only ones that really care about not supporting, you know, the billion-dollar corporation that is legitimately all across the entire world. Okay.
About Starbucks was Nijisanji English's Scarla Uniguni. Now revealing her expressions after her 3.0 brush up, sharing this face and saying, I discovered a new expression. Then as Vazalius Bandage and Sonny Briscoe are set for their 3.0 brush ups, Vazalius being the first of the Crisis group to receive a 3.0. So all next we turn to Nijisanji English's Hex Haywire. Perhaps seeing the profiles change on the Nijisanji English Liver accounts and asking what the F is going on with Nijisanji. Then making this post, so happy, always so happy 24/7, happy always. Rainbow euphoria, enjoy life, not touch starved 24/7, fulfilled always, joy smiling, life butterfly, wow sunny fun, happiness. And regarding those remarks that Hex had made on stream with Vanta Crowbringer, many wondering if they were to be perceived as a joke or not.
That shit was
One of the accounts who had originally clipped that moment would go on to delete the tweet of that clip and further later saying, I never meant to hurt anyone. It was a joke, and I clipped it as a joke, and I've never intended to get anyone harassed or hurt. I feel so responsible for what happened. I really apologize to everyone.
Bro,
once again, simply coming by way of clipping a part of a stream. Now, speaking of Hex Haywire...
Clippers never stop clipping, okay? You clipped your Oshi, and it turned out your Oshi is just crazy. Or, you know, at worst, a sociopath. But that's not your fault. You're just a clipper. You're just a clipper. Keep clipping.
On stream, here we have Hex discovering an Easter egg in the latest Chilla Arts horror game, that being an Easter egg of Doki Bird. Now set to collab alongside Snuffy, saying Snuffy is going to give me a tour around Roblox and show me her favorite servers. We wanted to collab a long time ago, and our first idea was Warriors Cats RP, but we were never able to until now, but this time we can explore all the servers and game modes on Roblox. Doki Bird also making this announcement saying, I'm officially partnered with Gamer Subs. We finally have our energy drink sponsor, Dragoons. We are now real gamers, but there's more. We're having an art contest to decide what artwork will be my Waifu Cup merch. The contest will be from April 5th to June 10th with a $7,000 prize pool for 10 winners chosen by me, Doki Bird.
Really
Doki
good.
adding the art contest was originally a $5,000 prize pool that was sponsored by Gamer Subs, but I was so excited and wanted to let more artists have a chance to be picked and compensated that I put down $2,000 of my own money too. A huge thank you to all your support, Dragoons. Partial owner of Gamer Subs, Shy Lily, saying, yippee, welcome.
She's a partial
This as
owner?
Doki Bird is set to participate in
crazy.
her very first Japanese Apex tournament, wherein she'll have the honor of getting shot in the face by Hololive Japan's Tokuyama Toa. Very quickly, we turn to Quinn, recently finding time to collaborate alongside V Shoujo's Kuro, as his VTuber channel, Quinn Bennett Live, has now now reached 100,000 subscribers, guaranteeing him another silver play button. This as his
he didn't even
years
have
old
the
channel
ass.
has already received a silver play button. And
didn't
now,
have the
long
ass.
anticipated, we have the return of Nijisanji English's Pomu Rainpuff. For the past months, since having left Nijisanji tweeting out from her Dear Skune account and receiving artwork such as this piece from Moko, saying find something to believe in and find it for yourself. When you do, pass it on to the future, alongside this corresponding Dear Skin artwork. As to the surprise of many, Pomu's VTuber account from before joining Nijisanji, that being Made Mint, aka Mint Phantom, a ghost VTuber, had its Twitter account unlocked over the weekend. Made Mint now confirming she is returning on April 4th, the third anniversary of her original graduation as an indie VTuber. That is, Mint is also teaming up with VShojo's Matara Khan, now announcing and launching their limited time podcast together. Mint confirming she is not a part of VShojo and that this series is expected to run throughout the summer of 2024. These two even launching merchandise together. Matara Khan stating this merch drop will be on sale for the whole duration of the podcast, so you have at least until the end of the summer. And that's not all, as the two would also launch a Patreon together. Nijisanji's Reimu Endo remarking, the underworld feels a bit less cold now. As looking back to the Dear Skune account, while in Japan, she would remark that she was feeling FOMO for not being able to join HoloFest, but still finding time to meet up with Hololive English's Takanashi Kiara under her alias account, the two going on to perform a choreographed dance in front of Tokyo Station. Dear Skin responding to remarks with, you guys can't even see my face, you can't say I'm cute, you don't even know. Matara Khan replying to the two with cuties, 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 kisses, 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 wow, wow, wow. Dear Skin also taking time to meet up with the talents behind Fuwamoko. After saying thank you, I know you both have been so busy with the move, I had so much fun being silly together. While also finding time to meet up with Kanauru, showing off this signature illustration and saying she even drew toes, why is she so weird? Dear Skin replying, I told you adding the toes would make it worth more. As after she would tweet, my days have been filled with cute girls and Metal Gear, am I allowed to be this happy? I don't deserve this happiness. Mint now going on to plan a new Metal Gear playthrough series, as she will be staying with Matara Khan, who is also playing through the series. This all while just before leaving Japan, Dear Skin would hold a Twitter space in which she stated that after leaving her previous job, she had learned some form of information that she had found to be traumatic. Further detailing on Twitter, tonight I pack for me going back home in the next few days. Thank you all again for following me on these crazy 2 months. They were so short and also felt so long. I did so many things and met so many people. I went outside of my comfort zone so many times, but I could also meet some new and old friends because of it. It wasn't a perfect experience, and like I said in my previous Twitter space, I am leaving more confused than sure about the future. I came to study here to not only be productive in the small time I took off in between jobs, but also to better understand what I want to do. I don't know. I'm really confused, but that's okay too. Life finds a way. I'm still so surprised by the amount of people who are following here and willing to listen to my stories and read my posts. I have a lot of anxiety about doing things as quote-unquote myself, and I'm always desperately trying to get away from myself as possible. I hate myself, and most would do anything to be another person or be a character. I'm weak and I'm anxious and I've made mistakes and I'm just not a good person.
Are you okay? It might be time to go see a therapist for real, because that sounds shitty.
I only have this account to talk about my Oshis, yet you're still here. Why? As I stated before, this account will mostly go back to being my Oshikatsu account, maybe sometimes a pic of my cat or something, but back home I don't do anything super exciting, so there won't be much to tweet about. But please continue supporting my Oshis. I'm still so anxious, so I don't think I'll be able to look at notifications for the next few days. Thank you for the silliness these past 2 months. Lastly adding, I realize maybe this is super dramatic to post for something so simple. Lamau. But please understand, I've been through several life-changing events back to back. I'm kind of emotional. As that is all for this episode. As always,
good luck to that next boyfriend. Boy, he got a lot of baggage to unpack.
Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord, as we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.
Okay. Who is this?
I really need you. I need you to understand that, one, I want you for myself.
Okay.
And two,
You have to accept that I have a penis.